Alright, what's up everybody? This is Sparkle Fresh and we are back with another lesson on Powerstar Golf for the Xbox One. I decided to change things around just a bit. I'm going to slow it down a little bit, and I think I'm going to do more specific areas as opposed to just, playing and basing around whatever shot I'm hitting at the moment. So one of the most important things that everybody needs to understand is these attributes, because you need them to really help you out depending on your play style. Everybody plays differently. Everybody's going to be good at, something different, and this can really make or break, how you're going to play that round, and kind of set you up for success or failure depending on what's going on. Obviously if you're not so good at hitting that strike zone, like, hitting that little green bar on the way back, what you're going to want to really work on is you're going to want to work on your strike and your accuracy. Power is important. Spin is, spin is iffy. It depends. Like, once you get up and you start becoming a better golfer, spin will be a little bit more important. And putting can be very helpful. You need to still be decent at putting for it to be helpful. But if you are a decent putter, it will help you immensely. So the reason strike and accuracy are going to be the most important for you if you're not the best at, hitting that little green bar every time is the strike attribute will actually, hold on one tick. The strike attribute will help you to, or it will make that green zone slightly bigger and easier to hit. And accuracy will help you, so if you miss that green zone, it will keep your ball on line a little bit more. Let's say you miss, let's say your accuracy is fairly low and you miss the green strike zone, you go past it just a smidgen. Well, if your accuracy is really low, that ball is still going to shoot off to the left, fairly decently. I can't tell you exactly how far, because there's a lot of things that depend on that. But if you do have your accuracy attribute a lot higher, because you're more prone to missing that, you will be able to keep the ball on target a lot easier. Now, there's tons of clubs to choose from. The only thing about this game is that you have to unlock them by buying these little booster packs, and it's all kind of random. I've been playing this game for a little while, not too terribly much, but I did unlock a few things. So let's just say that my strike and my accuracy are the things that I need to work on the absolute most. So I'm going to go through here and kind of look and see what will be the most helpful. This one, obviously everything goes up and is positive, so that's always a good thing. And it also brings the power up, which will be clutch considering that our lady right here has no power at all. Alright, so this looks to be the most balanced. She already has a decent amount of strike, so because this one brings the power level up a little bit, I'm going to slap this one on, and it doesn't make anything, it doesn't affect anything in a negative manner. So wedges, I don't have a lot of wedges. And there are some clubs, like you can see this one right here. This one will only be equipped, like you can only equip it with the character Frank, which is too bad because it is really awesome. But this one brings our power down a small amount, but because it brings my accuracy and my strike up so much, this will be the most helpful for you if you have problems in that area. Power is important, but if you can keep the ball in the fairway and hit accurate shots, you can still make birdies. You can keep yourself out of the rough and out of water hazards and hitting it out of bounds, and that will be a lot more detrimental to your score. Yes, you might not be able to hit a 300-yard drive, but if you hit it 250 yards, you're still going to be able to get it on the green. You're still going to give yourself a chance for birdie, and that's really the most important thing, because hitting out of the rough on games like this can be extremely difficult, but we'll get into that in another episode. So we went ahead with this wedge right here. This is actually, I think, part of the elite class, so it's not something that is going to be the easiest thing to obtain. But as you can tell, I don't have a lot of wedges to begin with, so we'll go over to putting. None of these bring up either both the strike or the accuracy, and they all bring the power down. And because my power is so low and my strike and accuracy are already really high, and because this it brings the putting up so much, I'm going to go ahead and equip this putter, because when you have your putting attributes set higher, it helps you to make putts, essentially. It doesn't necessarily make it easier to putt, because there's not really too much, you can do to help yourself out in that aspect. It's just it's a 2-click system instead of a 3-click system. But when your putting attribute goes higher, what it does help is it increases the probability that you will make a close putt. So if you've ever lipped out a putt in this game or had a ball sitting right on the edge, then the likelihood of those putts going into the hole goes up a lot. So it's definitely recommended to have a decent putting attribute, but like I said, we're focusing on strike and accuracy right now. I don't have a lot of golf balls unlocked either, but I can already tell this ball is going to give me a little power boost, which will be nice, but it also bumps up my accuracy and strike, unlike any of the other ones I have obtained. So I'm going to go ahead and put this one on. The bullet ball. I think I've played with this. So the thing about the bullet ball is that it doesn't have a lot of bounce, meaning it's meant to kind of mimic, I guess, a bullet. It doesn't, but I think that's the whole point of it. So it reduces the bounce, which means when you hit a shot on the fairway or the green, it's not going to bounce a lot. It's not going to run a lot. It's going to have a higher tendency to just stay in that general location. Did I equip a wood already? I did not. Alright, so now we're going to look at the woods. We obviously have a lot more to look at here. So this is one of the elite class woods. It's nice because it doesn't remove the accuracy too much. It jumps up the strike zone, which is, always a huge plus. I do think that I can't really tell you which class I find to be more important, accuracy or strike. If I had to pick one right now, I'd probably say accuracy was a little more important. But when you're picking a club loadout, if an attribute is already decently high, and let's say a club like this brings everything else up so much, including, the strike that we're actually looking for, that might be worth it. That might be something that we consider because it's such a minimal amount. But we'll look through the other clubs. This club right here is already looking a little bit better because it bumps that accuracy up, which, like I said before, is going to make your shots stay online a little bit more. They're not, if you mishit a ball, or if you miss that strike zone, you will not be penalized as much. And I really think that can help a lot of players out. So we'll keep this in mind. What was that? The black locust wood. All right. That brings down strike quite a bit, boosts up the accuracy, but it doesn't boost it enough over this. And look at that. Look at the power that we get there. So this is still hanging strong. That's not bad either right there. Alright, so the power level isn't quite as high, but it does bring our accuracy up quite a bit more. And the strike is about the same. This one's 2 measly points worse. I actually think this one might be a tiny bit better, just because accuracy is, you know, such an important thing to have. So we'll go ahead and bump the swamp one up to the leader right now. We'll just equip it. We'll go through the list. All right, so that looks like about it. And like I said, we're working on our accuracy and strike. I'm assuming most players out there, that's what they're going to have the most difficulty with. And I just want to be able to keep you guys in play. I want you to hit fairways, I want you to hit greens, and this is going to be the best way for you. Everybody has a tendency to put their power bar all the way up. You know, that's just, they see power, they want it, but I promise you it might not be the easiest thing for you to do, but don't focus so much on power. I mean, our power is already, you know, it's decent. It's not good, it's not great, but it's not bad at the same time. And it will enable us to play better rounds and in turn have more fun, you know, because shooting a lower score in this game is fun. Hitting it in the rough, you know, making double and triple bogeys and worse, that's no fun. Nobody wants to do that. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. I hope you utilized some of the things that I mentioned. And I will be making some more specialized videos. I'm not sure what I'm going to do next. Maybe putting. Putting is, you know, very important. Probably one of the most important things to be good at, because if you can't putt, you can't make birdies, you can't make eagles. And that is just the key to golf right there. So anyways, I'll think about it. I'll put some together. Hopefully I can have it up in the next day or two. I thank you guys for watching, and have a good day. See ya.